Hello everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. Alright, what happened last episode? We had a mega misunderstanding with Riku just bumping into us while thought Byakuya was being embraced by Akaza, but yeah, it was like all a misunderstanding, but all the instances that like Byakuya was like next to a man made Riku think that Byakuya was flirting with all these men and called her shameless and really hurt Byakuya's feelings because like that's not what she was doing at all. She just happened to be in the vicinity of like all these other men. But to give Riku credit, he did apologize like as soon as he could, like that same day, so I can't stay mad at him forever. He finally realized it was a misunderstanding and he spoke from a bad place. And then we also met with old man Fuso. We got some nice stories about the lunar fairy and like all the men who would go to Tenyu Island, and he's reminiscing about his wife, his poor dearly departed wife that can't see anymore. But yeah, I think we saw that information in like other chapters, I want to say, but it's kind of nice just to have it like all in one place, just kind of a nice story instead of just like picking up bits and pieces in the other routes. All right, so let's start this next chapter. I got my coffee. Hopefully I'll keep my. I kind of noticed like on days that I drink coffee, I don't know, I might stutter less. I seem to stutter a lot, especially like when I just get off work. I'm just like, ugh. It's like trying to function for the rest of the day. Anywho, let's start this chapter. 2 dances. Isn't that... where are we? A young man was loading some bags onto a carriage near the wharf. It was Yogi, the man I met at the falls. I really hope this guy and his lover, what was it, Satsuki? I hope they don't meet a terrible fate. I wonder if it's alright for me to talk to him. I mean, you don't want another misunderstanding, do you? I mean, I was a little bit worried every time we like talk to a man. They're like, are you gonna marry him? It's like, no. As I wondered what to do from afar, Yogi noticed me. He acknowledged me with a bow, so I slowly approached him to ask him a question. Is it alright for us to talk? Yogi quickly looked around. I don't know what voice I gave Yogi, but I just give the same like silly voice as I gave Satsuki. That'll be really weird when they're like together in the same scene. If it's not too long, I think it'll be fine. I've been wanting to express my gratitude. Thank you very much for keeping what you saw a secret. I wasn't gonna tell anyone anyway. Yeah, you don't want that guilt. We're not canon. We don't take glee in that. I'll be leaving the island shortly, so please look after her for me. Oh, is he like working on the other tiny islands? Huh? Where to? Don't tell me. No, he's not throwing himself into a whirlpool. I'm going to an island offshore for work. I see. I breathed a sigh of relief as I thought he was planning on testing his luck at the whirlpool beyond the ocean. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are other islands. It's not just Tengu. There's other little islands, but they're too small to be inhabited. But they still like grow stuff there, I think, or use it for storage. If there is distance between us, surely we cannot be caught. No. Yeah. but then the distance will just make you miss her even more. My sense of relief quickly turned into sorrow. There is a need for farmhands on the island, so I plan on working there for about half a year. Half a year? Wow! Aw, but then like, by the time you get back, Satsuki's like, will probably be married. Oh god, that's tragic. Or perhaps even longer. There are many small islands around Tengu Island. He's just gonna like throw himself into work. And hopefully like forget his lost love. Like, I mean, like, it can't go anywhere. Like, it's if they get caught, it's gonna be a horrible ending for both of them. But they still love each other. They can't stay apart. As most were inconvenient to live on, they were being used as farmland and fisheries. I'll miss her terribly, but it's far better than being caught and executed. I do not doubt you in the slightest, but not long ago an Otsu woman was executed for a relationship with a man from the Yellow. Okay. It's like, kinda. that has to be kinda. Yeah, I mean, even if Byakuya doesn't tell, I mean, if they keep pushing their luck, like, someone's gonna see. Is he referring to Kaina? In any case, for now, we mustn't meet. I couldn't say anything. It would be useless to just offer empty words of encouragement or wish for their happiness. I know their happiness is, fraught with peril. Please, stay alive for her. It's gonna be so bittersweet. It was the most sincere thing I could think of. I intend to. Yogi nodded firmly as if to encourage himself. Well, you should be going. I would not want you to get into any trouble. Yeah, so someone might start rumors that I'm, like, trying to date Yogi. Understood. I know it'll be some time before we meet again, but I wish you the best of luck. I'll pray for Lady Amaterasu's divine protection for you and Satsuki. I'm not worthy of such protection, but hey, I'm grateful. Let's meet again, Yogi. I gave him a small wave, then went on my way. Down to Kunado. Is Riku here at the gate? Okay, just a soldier. Good day to you, Lady Olympia. I hope your work is going well. Thank you. I hope you don't mind if I go through. I greeted him with a smile, but deep down I was trying to see if another soldier was around. Oh, Riku. Shall we invite him to tea after work? Maybe he isn't stationed here today. Or maybe he's at the Blue. Or perhaps the Plaza? Are we gonna try to, like, look for him? Let's go to the Blue. Let's go to the Blue District. We're not banned, right? Not that I promised to meet him today. I wanted to ask where Riku was, but I managed to refrain from doing so. Why do I want to see him? All I'll do is get in the way of his work. Is there something I could help you with? Nothing at all. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Alright, we're thinking of him. Oh no, don't stand at the plaza. I went to check my letterbox in Yomi, but unfortunately it was empty. Thinking I might be able to find someone to talk to in the plaza, I returned to the surface. That's Fuso, please. Sitting on the bench at the plaza was Fuso, thank goodness. Could have been so many other people. But yeah. Hello there. Ah. May I sit next to you? Why, of course. That's right, your dance last night was extraordinary. I'm glad you watched it. Your Iroha flower was more beautiful than ever. I felt such nostalgia. Oh, I was thinking of, like, when he got a flower. Changed his life. Thank you very much for yesterday. I know I should have behaved myself, but I'm very... Alright, I'm very happy to have a grandfather now. We just, like... yeah, we just made Fuso our, like, honorary grandpa. I like to think that maybe... he could be the, like, actual grandpa, too. We just don't know. You know, I returned home at dawn and fell asleep. and Tenyo Island appeared in my dreams. My wife was waving to me happily from the shore. That sounds lovely. Do you mind if I ask your wife's name? To be honest, I do not remember. I mean, they might not give their names if it's like a one-night thing, but yeah, he still remembers her face. I am certain I learned it, but it keeps slipping from my memory. Yet I clearly remember her face down to the last detail. I'm sorry. It's alright, you don't have to remember. All I'm sure of is that she still loves you. That's why she came to visit you in your dreams. Oh, that's a nice sentiment. I would be happy if that were true. Seeing him look embarrassed was making me blush in turn. It's so nice to see everlasting love like this. If only I could find love like that too. Too bad like they couldn't be together for life though. They had to spend so much time apart. Oh, the dancer shows up in her mind. Gasp. Well, why did he come to mind? He can't be my husband anyway. Yeah, he has to make it to 30 and become a wizard. He can't marry until he's 30 years old. And he needs to find someone who can bear a blue child befitting of his position. I somehow held back a sigh. I didn't want Fuso to be worried about me. As I thought about how to change the subject, I saw a white sleeve flowing in the corner of my eye. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, does Riku wear white? No, it's this guy. Sakio. Good day, Lord Fuso. I see you have a lovely companion with you today. He's that person I met before. Actually, Lady Olympia is my granddaughter. Oh no, he's gonna be like proudly telling that to everyone. What? A doctor should not let an old man's nonsense fool him so. I see. Well, I am relieved to see that you are in high enough spirits to joke, Lord Fuso. After all, one's state of mind can change one's health. Please take care with the support of your granddaughter. Yes, I certainly will. Alright, well, good thing he's... I'm worried, like, if Fuso, like, claims that Byakuya is, like, his granddaughter, or people gonna, like, call him, like, a heretic or something. It's like, how dare you say that about Lady Olympia? But yeah, thanks. Fuso has a high enough standing that he can claim that. Lady Olympia, are you doing well? I'm sorry if I worried you before, but I'm doing fine now. I'm relieved to hear it. Now I have some patients waiting, so if you'll excuse me. Alright, bye. After watching him walk away, I turned my attention back to Fuso. He's a doctor at the hospital, isn't he? Have you been having any trouble? No. As I mentioned yesterday, I was infected with Haku long ago. Might be affecting his health now. I have not had any symptoms since then, but Dr. Sakio has kept an eye on me out of concern. After all, I am nearing my end. Fuso gave a small smile and continued. I should not say that. No matter what, I need to live much longer to see my adorable granddaughter get married. Oh, I want Fuso to hold our child. Yes. Yesterday, you said you were the last of the white. But you will not be if the last... You will not be the last if a child is born. I held my breath as I gazed at Fuso. And then, with more family of the white, your loneliness can be eased. Oh. He's like, he's like, don't be lonely like this old man. Like, build a family. He's like the family that, like, he didn't get to have. If I could hold your child in my arms, they would be my great-grandchild. This is so cute. Aw. If such a thing were to happen, I would be so happy I could live another 100 years. I can hardly wait. I'll do my best. Oh, Grandpa telling us to have children. Great-grandchild? I've never thought about that before. But it's true that I won't be the last one once I have a child. Which means I need to find my soulmate as soon as possible. Alright, Riku, come on. We gotta make a baby. But we still need to initiate the dating phase. As Riku of the Blue, I must express my heartfelt apologies. Please forgive me. Riku just keeps flitting in your mind. Here I go again. This is no time to be thinking about him. He can't be my husband. As I finally let out a heavy sigh I'd been holding back. Hi. Oh, you're in a different outfit. Is that your dancing outfit? Or is it just like going out outfit? Ah. Yeah, speak of the devil. His hair down too. It's kind of odd that like Riku has really long hair. Like I don't even like notice it, but I did notice it like when I was making the thumbnail. I was like, he has like a really long braid. It's like just like a stylized mullet. Although I don't know who cut your bangs, dude. Just like hacked at it. My heart jumped seeing him suddenly appear in front of me. His attire. Good day. Are you off to work by any chance? Not in that outfit, right? It's like that's not his military uniform. That's right. Oh, get the back ponytail. All right, that work. He has to go. He has to do what was that ritual called? The funeral rite. He looks nervous. He looked terribly confused, refusing to look at me directly in the eye. Is there a problem? Huh? No. He turned his head away and sighed with annoyance. Did I do something wrong? I think he's thinking about you too. I was becoming more anxious when... I saw your dance last night. Oh, he's gonna be all embarrassed. Did he think you were beautiful? Since you had asked for my help, I expected that you would be inexperienced, but it was brilliant. Oh. I was surprised by the emotion that emerged inside me. Compliments were always nice to receive, but hearing praise from him made me so overjoyed that I felt I could dance right there and then. Honestly, I am sorry to say I was only able to watch from a distance. I am not very good with crowds. And he still came to see me dance? If you can dance like that, there's nothing I can teach you. Maybe you can teach me some new moves. Surely we don't like do the same dance. That's not true. As I moved closer to him, he retreated from me somewhat. Oh, no, the woman's getting closer. I saw your dance, which is why I want to do better. Maybe do better isn't the right way to say it. It's not as though I wasn't trying to do my best before. But after understanding how things work on this island little by little, I started to think of all the things I could do. All the ways I can make things better. I see. So I wanted to thank you for reminding me of that. I haven't done anything deserving of thanks. You danced wonderfully the other day. It's simply my role, that's all. Has like no one ever complimented him before? Which is likely why he is hesitant to reveal others that he is a Tamagami dancer. The expression on his face seemed to be disparaging of his own accomplishments. I can understand now what Akaza and Yosuga were saying about him. But what you're doing is something only you can do. Riku held his breath. I said all those things before when I didn't know you were the dancer, but everything I said was the truth. It was so beautiful that I wanted to keep watching, and I was so glad to know there was another dancer on this island. As a dancer, I respect you from the bottom of my heart. So please don't dismiss what you do. Riku went completely silent. Maybe he doesn't receive that many compliments. Like, you know, like, being a noble, he's just, like, expected to be perfect. But he's, like, trying to, like, hold back his imperfections. It was so quiet I could hear a carriage run by. Do you have any plans for today? No. Then, date. Do you want to learn the Tamagami dance? I was about to leap for joy. I internally congratulated myself on my self-restraint. He's gonna think I'm weird. But really? Are you sure? You said the other day that you wanted me to teach you. Yes, I did. I didn't expect you to say yes. But are you sure? Really sure? It's fine, but it'd be difficult to find a private place. Somewhere as secluded as possible. Secluded? Let's go to the bathhouse, although Yusoga might have words. I know just the place. No one ever goes there. Follow me! Wait. He still needs to do his other job. Oh, we're going over here to the Love Shack. Wait, we haven't even, like, we're not even officially dating here. Where are we? It's my secret hideout. Well, I guess it's good that he knows about it in case we have any unsavory visitors. He might think to look here. Hideout? Wait. You aren't harboring any fugitives here, are you? No, it's just stuff that I collect from the beach. Of course not! I'm the only one who ever comes here. Like, it's like, have you ever had like a treehouse or something? And you're my first guest ever. Come in. I'm the first. Uh-oh, he's like, oh no, I'm alone with a woman. These things, did you find them all washed ashore? Yes, they're so interesting, aren't they? I see. So this is what your hideout is for. Hiding treasure. He carefully looked around the room. Doma owns this cottage, so it's not as though I'm using it without permission. It was empty before, but I've decorated it a little by little. I can tell. This place has a feminine touch. Take a look. I opened the window and pointed to the ocean. You can see Tenyu Island from here. Isn't it a nice view? Riku frowned and bowed to me. Is he looking at a different view? About yesterday, I said things to you that were uncalled for. Huh? Oh. I'm sorry, but I wasn't trying to blame you for anything. I understand. I must admit, it is a nice view. He sounded a little tense, but I could tell he wasn't lying or complimenting it for my sake. I gave it more thought last night. From now on, I'll only believe in things I see and hear myself. Yeah, let's not just wholeheartedly believe in rumors. Some people spread rumors for malicious reasons. I wish to make those judgments on my own. Riku? I may have noticed something that I shouldn't have. I wish to make those judgments on my own. I sensed a darkness in the tone of his voice and the look in his eyes. He made it sound like he didn't make any decisions by himself before. There's no way I could ask him the question that came to mind. I've heard a lot of rumors about myself, but most of them are far from the truth. I won't blame anyone for it, but I want you to know who I really am. Olympia. That wasn't my real name. I wanted to say that to him, but I couldn't. I told him I want him to know the real me, but I was so conscious about everything I said to him now that it was embarrassing. What am I expecting from him? I didn't know whether my heart was hot or cold. I tried to change the subject to keep my mind off those thoughts. I know it's strange for me to ask now, but are you sure you can teach me that dance? I was under the impression that the dance was only for the people of the blue. It is not a problem to teach you its form. The dance is an offering of thanks to Lord Hiriko and to send off the dead in peace. Yeah, I guess, like, to preserve the form, you'd have to teach people. It's... The important part is, like, using the batsu, though, right? To, like, finish the ritual. Like, only so many people can do that part. That reminds me, my governess. Wonder if I can use the dance to honor someone who passed away a while ago. Was the person close to you? She was the governess who took care of me. The people of the Ko and Otsu, along with those in Yomi, aren't given proper funerals. Would you mind if I danced for them to ease their souls? If your feelings are sincere, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, then we're gonna be like, no, it's only for the upper classes. Really? As a dancer himself, his words brought me strength. Come to think of it, may I ask how you mourned on Tenyo Island? We buried those who passed away. Bury? You didn't send them off? Burying them is our way of sending them off. There's a place on the island called Ikimizu Spring. We'd pour the water from there onto those who had passed away. We didn't transform them into show. I see. Just let the earth take care of that. Wonder if the water then would, like, do something as well. Then we placed flowers on their graves and prayed for their souls. The islands are so close to each other, yet their customs are so different. I was taught that the souls would then return and be reborn as women on the island. Tenyo Island is very interesting. Like the story of the Lunar Fairy. No. That was impolite of me to say. I'm sorry. Don't worry. The customs of this island are strange and interesting to me, too. Interesting. It really is interesting to learn something that you didn't know before. I've continued to read books after graduating from university, but speaking with others seemed to offer a greater knowledge. His words warmed my heart. I could feel a kind of trust in him that was taking root inside me. All this serious talk must be boring. So why don't we get started? Sure. I wouldn't mind talking a bit longer. Oh. Now first, put your arms forward. Like this? Then keep your palm. Wait. Standing in front of you may make things confusing. I'll go behind you. Oh, CG, aw. Oh, we're so close together. What? Wait, why are you flustered? You're the one who moved. You're the one who moved in position beside her. Oh, that was cute. Oh no, you're touching your woman. Your hair is a little in the way. I'm sorry. Should I tie it up? No, that's fine. Keep it that way. Are you sure? Don't worry about it. Now put your hands further forward. Like this? Good. A gentle caress. Riku's long, straight hair touched my cheek. They're getting all embarrassed from, like, light touching. Like, oh my! The hand holding! This is no time to pay attention to this! It's rude to be distracted during his lessons. Get the down bad. Down bad for Riku here. I told myself to focus on learning the ritual so I could honor my governess. I know. What thoughts are in your head, girl? You're supposed to be honoring the dead. But it was difficult to focus when his body was so close to mine. I'm so sorry, Granny. I really wanted to do something for her. But his presence right behind me made me nervous. He seemed to be slender and frail at first, but his shoulders against mine were wider than I thought. I mean, hopefully, like, being in the military should be, like, a little strong, right? I should think about what I do when I cleanse myself before the dance. Stay calm, clear my mind. So no thinking impure thoughts here. Your fingers are stiff. Relax them a little. Yes. Pull your body back a little more. Doing that is going to make me closer to you. I'll be close enough to feel your heat. There was no way I was going to be able to clear my mind like this. Uh-oh. Calm down. Think about what it's like to see Riku's dance before. Not bad. You're very good, as expected of the white. Really? Thank you for your kind words. Although my embarrassment was troubling, it was exhilarating to dance with someone. He was definitely a skilled dancer. I could sense his brilliance and grace flowing through my body. I think I'm calm now. I should focus on Granny and... Ouch! Huh? Something had tugged on me from behind. What the... your hair. Oh no, do we get like snagged in something? I hate when that happens. I was like, oh yeah, I just like remembered like something random when I was in school. Always like these certain desks that we had in school, like when I started growing out my hair, they'd always get like stuck in like one of the like crevices. It was like only like a specific desk though, so like I always hated when I was in the classroom with like that specific model of desk. And yeah, it always gets stuck. And I'd always leave it down too. Did it get caught in something? I'm sorry, let me tie it up and... Don't move. I'll take care of it. Huh? Oh, we're gonna get all tangled up together. Oh my. The next thing I knew, his fingers were in my hair. Uh-oh. He's touching your hair. My body immediately tensed up. Girl, you're not even going out with him. He's touching you all over. So much that I jerked forward a bit. I'm sorry. Does it hurt? Oh no, they're like getting flustered and like getting tangled up even more. It's like, oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry. Not at all. I'm fine. Why couldn't I be a doll in this moment? A doll could stand here without motion, that didn't breathe, think, or feel anything. I'll be as quick as I can, so bear with me. I'm so sorry. I couldn't see his expression behind me, but I could tell he was being very careful and doing his best to untangle my hair. I'm actually happy about what's happening. I'm gonna be like swooning soon as well. I'm gonna be like, oh no, I feel faint, and then just fall into his arms, and just like just like fall into his big manly chest. I could feel my heart beating faster and stronger by the second. I was too afraid to even breathe. White is such a beautiful color. I've never seen it this closely before, but it's such a beautiful and pure color. You want to dye it? You want to see it change? You want to see a trick? Look how white she is! She's so creepy! I felt those cursed words, which had been etched in my mind, vanish in an instant. He didn't hate me as the others did. Thank you! Huh? Thank you for saying that! No, I wasn't trying to flatter you, so... It's untangled now. It's untangled. He's like, okay, finally. He's getting all nervous. He has to like disengage from this woman. I tried to turn around, but his hand gently stopped me. Your hair must be soft. I still see some tangles. That's right, let me use my comb. Oh. But that touched your head. Now you're gonna use it to touch my head. Indirect touching. Did he just say comb? I'm not hearing things, am I? Girl, he still has to brush his hair too. As I doubted my ears, I can feel him starting to comb my hair. Huh? He just has like a bunch of beauty products on him. So like gotta fix his hair here and there. Gotta touch up here and there. Riku is seriously combing my hair. How intimate. I just stood there in disbelief of what was happening to me. Is this normal? Am I just blushing for no reason? My body grew tense again at the touch of his fingers and the comb running through my hair. Please finish this quickly. But please don't finish just yet. Like, she likes it, like, it's making her nervous, but she still likes it. So it's so conflicting. There, all done. Sensing that he was satisfied with his work, I slowly turned towards him. Thank you very much. What a pretty comb. Oh. In his hand was a beautiful open-work comb carved with a row of flowers. That's very pretty. It's like something that like a Japanese woman would have. Is it like? I forgot where I heard this from. Like if like a man gifts a woman like a comb, it's like kind of like an engagement ring. It's like, yeah, it's like not let's say like he wants to possess her, but it's like, yeah, it's like kind of like an engagement ring, something intimate. It's like here's something to brush your hair, like a beautiful part of your body. This design. Was it a gift from a woman? Oh no, she's gonna get jealous. Like, this is too pretty for a man. Before I had a chance to ask, he tucked it carefully away in his pocket. Can't believe that's bothering me now. Don't be jealous. Oh no, it's gonna be like something like, oh, it's from his mother or something. It's like mother gave it to him. Maybe that was like her engagement comb, and she's like, you know what, Riku, you can have it. And then like you can give it to another girl when you decide to get married. That'd be cute. Although a wooden comb, you think wooden comb would be hard to, like, pass down. Like, wouldn't it... Eventually they do, like, deteriorate. There's a rumor that Lord Riku's elder sister Shura's lover. Don't believe canon. Canon lies. Could it be? Well, even if that is true, it doesn't concern me. Feeling guilty about my thoughts, I forced out a smile. Why don't we take a break? Let me prepare some tea. Then let me help. I can't leave it all to you. Oh no, it's nothing at all. As I take a sip of my coffee. As I hurried to the small sink, I suddenly realized. Ah! Oh no, your cups are mismatched, aren't they? I only have one cup here. Oh, you're gonna have to share it. I didn't cook here. All I had was one cup, one drinking glass, and a dish for Daifuku to drink from. I never thought about inviting someone here before. But I can't take back what I said, especially since he's my guest. Sorry to keep you waiting. I set down the cup of hot tea in front of Riku and a drinking glass filled with the same in front of me. You took Daifuku's oh no, wait. Okay, you have the drinking glass. I'm like, is that heat resistant? That's kinda... You gotta be careful. It has to be heat resistant if you're gonna put piping hot water in there. The steaming glass cup looked quite ridiculous. Do you prefer drinking from glasses? Isn't it hot? That's not it. I just didn't have enough cups. Yeah, she doesn't have guests here. Is that so? Then I'll take that one. I don't want you to burn yourself. Huh? Did I say something wrong? No, not at all. But now you're gonna burn yourself. It doesn't bother me. These are the same hands I used to train with my katana. Before I could say anything else, Riku had already exchanged our drinks. Oh, how chivalrous. Are you alright? It's nothing. He doesn't make it look hot at all, but... I'm so sorry. What is there to apologize for? I really don't mind. I nodded, then brought the other cup to my lips. He was worried about me. I suppose something good came from all that. You know, I thought about it last night. The Tamagami dance and your dance from Tenyo Island are similar. I mean, it's like for similar purposes, right? Like sending souls. Sending souls either to the sun or off somewhere. You think so too? Perhaps the origins are the same. Those on Tengu Island offer the dance to Lord Hiriko, and those on Tenyo Island to Lady Amaterasu. I see. You may be right. Tengu Island and Tenyo Island sound similar too. I wonder if there was some connection between them in the past. Then again, even Akaza said he wasn't certain. I haven't been told much either. If Akaza doesn't know anything about it, then no one else on the island would. I mean, except maybe like Tsukiyomi, but he keeps his secrets. I see you trust Akaza. I suppose so. Well, I suppose you can say that. I'm not gonna directly be like, no. He explained a lot of things to me when I first stepped outside of the manor on my own. No, don't get jealous. Speaking of which, last night, the people who gathered to watch your performance talked among themselves. They said you were going to marry Akaza. Well, better than the rumor that was spreading before where it's like, you're gonna marry Nagusa. That was terrible. That turned out terribly. Absolutely not. He's just a fallback. He's the guy that we have to pick if we don't pick anyone in a year. Wait. That's right, I said myself I wasn't going to believe anything I hadn't seen myself. It's hard. like everyone's saying it, and like you just start thinking it's true. Seeing him flustered was so cute. In any case, I can confirm that there's no way I would take him as my husband. Seriously? But why? I can fully vouch for him as a friend. Did he do something? I mean, he just like kind of bluntly like said he was like taking one for the team, be like, I will marry you to make sure the white bloodline does not die out. Like, excuse me? I was at a loss for words. I guess he doesn't like understand the concept of like love. He's like, what's wrong with Akaza? He has a great pedigree. I didn't know if he was more concerned about me or Akaza. I suppose there's no need to keep it a secret. I explained as delicately as possible what Akaza told me the first day we spoke. He said you would take on the responsibility. That sounds just like him. Oh, it's like... that's right, they are friends, or at least they went to school together. Kinda, I just like think of Akaza and Riku as friends. He's laughing? I'm not surprised Akaza said that, but I can assure you he meant no offense. He has a tendency to be overly serious, so I assume he was simply determined to do his part. He seems to be enjoying himself. I knew he got along with Akaza, but they seem to be much closer than I thought. I had only ever seen Riku with a stern expression or even a frown, but I'd never seen him this happy before. Sensing the joy behind his smile was enough to bring a smile to my face as well. I heard you were friends at Nintoku University. Yes, we studied together then. We were close in age, so we happened to get along. Heh, they both said the same thing. It was fun learning from my teacher. But I was the only student in that room and at the manor, so I didn't have anyone to be friends with. Maybe that's why I'm a bit envious of the relationship between Akaza and Riku. Riku? Akaza is a trustworthy person. Before, when I was struggling, he encouraged me. Struggling? I have countless times wished that I could be like him. Huh? Was this another thing I shouldn't have noticed? I can sense a feeling of self-contempt in Riku's voice and eyes. The blue was the envy of the island. What kind of problems could he have had? Maybe like too much pressure to be like the best. That is definitely a thing. When we were younger, we used to compete to see how deep we could dive or how far we could swim. That's so cute. I know. How about we go to the beach? I'm a pretty good swimmer myself. Oh, you're gonna see her in her swimsuit. Oh my. Huh? You mean together? He slowly set his glass onto the table, lowering his head. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's thinking too hard about it. No. If anyone sees me out with a woman. A small thorn pierced my heart. That's right. I heard about that. I'm so sorry. Heard? You mean about me? Heard what? Ah, uh-oh. The rumors. I quickly looked away from him. I couldn't believe how stupid I was to say that out loud. There are rumors about me too. I wouldn't call it a rumor, but I heard that you can't get married until you turn 30 years old. It was like gulping down bitter poison. I wasn't lying, but it felt so strange. That's true. We're gonna make you break that rule. But that's... Are you thinking about breaking that rule, sir? We were speaking so casually just a moment ago, but now I felt as though I couldn't even take a breath. That's right. You're my friend. Yes, a friend. You're not my lover, some indecent woman. Oh no, friend zone. In his head, he's trying to justify it though. He's like, I want to get closer to her, but like I can't be in that way. He's trying to bend the rule a bit. No, Byakuya, he's not friend zoning you for real. He's just trying to get closer to you while bending his rule. You're like a Kaza. Someone I respect and trust. I taught you my dance today. Friend? No, don't take it like that. So then, it's alright. If you're near me. So please be a good friend to me. Sure. The thorn had delivered a poison that was now eating away at my body. No. You can't just outright say it though, like hey, I want to see you as a woman. Like, no, he's gonna have to try to bend the rule a bit. Be like, no, I see you as a friend. We can still be close. Oh well, she's gonna get all depressed probably. With the lesson done for the day, I parted ways with Riku, who needed to return to the Blue District. You know, it took up a lot of his time. I came to Yomi to check if I had any letters to deliver, and I was also here because Camellia, what does it mean to be a friend? A person of trust and affection whom one regards on equal terms. That's what it said in the dictionary. I mean, literal sense, but you want to be something more, don't you? A person of trust. I trust you with all my heart. I may be a doll, so maybe we're not really on equal terms, but we're still friends. Of course, you're my dear friend, Camellia. I also came because I wanted to talk to Camellia. Friend. But if it was a man who said it, beware. This Yosoga. Hitting her where it hurts. Yosoga was suddenly standing next to me. Men who say you are a good friend sometimes use it as a cowardly escape. That's exactly what Riku used it as. He was so flustered. He's like, I can't have her near me that way, so I'm gonna find any excuse I can to try to get closer while maintaining a boundary. I crumpled onto the table. I mean, if they're like hanging out with each other though, that's gonna be like the boundaries are gonna be crossed and like people are gonna start talking. Oh? Has someone already said that to you? Not at all. I should be going. Excuse me? Someone has said that to her. They have. Oh. But who? I doubt those around her would say such a... Ah, it must be Riku. Yes, I was just thinking that. Oh, is that why she was crying last time? That changes the meaning of things. I should have realized it sooner. I will apologize to her. But won't it be another 10 years before Lord Riku is 30 years old? Yeah, we can't wait that long. This is gonna like pull some strings or something. Friend. A cowardly escape. I was having a difficult time walking. I wasn't even sure where I was headed. It's no use feeling so sad and depressed. Riku can't become my husband, so he was right when he said we were just friends. I knew that, but remembering the sight of his face as he held the steaming glass brought tears to my eyes. He also had that comb with him. Olympia. Kinda. Hi. I wasn't sure what kind of expression to put on. There's not much more you can do for us. I apologize for the inconvenience we have caused. The letter probably didn't go well. What's the matter? Oh, was it about that? Don't worry about the letter. Kinda laughed to try and cheer me up. I know I asked a lot of my younger brother in that letter. Thanks to you, I was able to get in touch with him, and I'm really grateful for that. But not long ago, an Upsu girl was executed for a relationship with a man from the Yellow. Kaina was in love. I imagine he was deeply in love with her. I wish I could ask him my question. A question about what it meant to love. That would hurt him, though. If there's a distance between us, surely we cannot be caught. I think Satsuki and Yogi will be fine, but that doesn't solve the source of the problem. For all I know, there may be others out there who are suffering just like them. But I won't give up. Huh? I'll write another letter later. Would you deliver it for me again? Of course! I'm here anytime you need me. Anytime, really? I'm glad to know it, but make sure the military doesn't hear you. That's right. The sun was just about to set as I left Kunado. Not feeling like taking a carriage back, I decided to take a stroll along the beach. Hey, heading home? Hey, Kuroba. It is customary in the blue to verify ancestry to determine whose family was born with the most blue offspring. This is like... Are you like lost in thought here? Kuroba, you're a doctor, right? What's wrong? Are you feeling sick? Can you tell me more about how intercourse works? Oh no! Don't ask Kuroba that! Why so suddenly? Don't take it the wrong way. I just thought I should know more about it so it would help me with my search for a husband. Gotta know how the birds and the bees work. I don't mind explaining it to you, but what exactly do you want to know? Kinda awkward for a man to explain it, but... The odds. You mean the odds of a child inheriting a certain color trait? I mean, isn't for her like all the women of the white gave birth to the girls of the white? They're like the Gerudo. I nodded in response. I may have touched on it before, but let's start with the basics. Alright, genetics here. We got Tengu Island genetics. Let's say a blue and a yellow had a baby. The baby would inherit either blue, yellow, or a mix of both, which would be green. In terms of odds, I say it's 20% blue or yellow and roughly 30% green. That's kinda, there's like a coin flip about whether or not like your child is gonna have a good life here. The remaining 50% are born with brown color traits, classified as pied. Well, these are the general statistics anyway. Wow, why would like anyone want to make a family if like half of their children are like just gonna be orphaned unless they like Mabiki the babies or something. Oh man. Yeah, we don't want to Mabiki the babies. Those odds don't seem very good. Well then, how about if a blue marries another blue and had a baby? You think the same color class would produce a baby with magnificent colors, right? Wrong. It doesn't exactly work that way. Those of the same color class do bear children with pure colors, but there's also a high risk of stillbirth. Yeah, it's like they're probably like all relatives, right? Like, it's like very closely like genetically related people. So like, yeah, like gonna have some like genetic issues there. Like it's not healthy. You need to have a variety of genes. This is especially true of the blue. They blend with mates from close relations in an effort to bear children with the power of Batsu. There's a lot of incest going on here. Blending. Second definition. Parents' color traits affects the color traits imparted to the child. This is not a guaranteed process, and color traits remain unknown until after the child is born. And like genetic testing, they can like determine that while still in the womb. As you can see, I am of the blue. It is my duty to preserve my color. Blue is granted a special power from Lord Hiroko. The extinction of the blue would affect the very future of this island. Which means Riku will probably need to make a similar choice. In addition, those in the primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, are the most susceptible to Haku. Really? It's like they're immune compromised and everything. Well, it's the same with plants, isn't it? A pretty flower needs tender love and care, but a weed that's been pulled out can take root again. I see what you're saying. Which is why the primary color population is the smallest on the island. By contrast, the Ko and Otsu are the most common and resilient, as far as they don't like take over. Their numbers in Yomi are still growing. Maybe they've already surpassed the other color classes too. There are no licensed doctor in Yomi, so even the Kodawari doesn't have the exact numbers. All the more reason why the primary classes are nervous. Yeah, it's like they're about to get outnumbered. They might be thinking the lower classes will rise up and overturn the whole system. Well, maybe if they're like nicer to their families, jeez. It's like, well, pouring the wrong color, down to Yomi you go. What? Well, I can't say I sympathize with those guys at the top. The black are known as the darkness class. They're classified lower than the Versi. Kuroba was of the black class, but he was still a deputy director of the Kodawari. That was proof enough of his talent, yet he still had to live through all this. Was that what you wanted to know? If you have any other questions, go right ahead. I think that's all I wanted to know today. Thank you very much. I mean, like, it doesn't really help in her case, though, because, yeah, like, her genetics are different. Well, feel free to ask me anytime. I'm gonna head over to Yosuga's to grab a bite. Take care. After Kuroba left, I hopped into a nearby fiacre to go home. Alright, so we're going back to the mana. Things don't always go as planned. I was looking through the bookshelves after dinner. I doubt I can find the answer I'm looking for in a book, but... Hi. Maybe you can answer this question, Doma. If you were... Are you gonna be nice this route? I don't know. He was nice. He was kind of nice in Kuroba's route. He was like, in a sinister way, but like he was looking out for us. Hello. Awkward silence. I ignored his presence and opened the book in my hand. That was the sum of our interactions. We rarely ever spoke in the manner, and I was never reprimanded for my behavior. How was your search for a husband? Well, we're in love with a man who can't marry until he's 30. Which is why his sudden query made me drop my book. I'm taking it one step at a time. It's a serious matter after all. I would say anyone will do for the purpose of preserving the white, but do not choose a foolish man. I'm surprised you're actually concerned. If you choose a man who wished to cut my throat, it would only lead you to you're becoming a widow. Is that a nod to Toki-sana's route? What do you mean? You didn't even care when Toki-sana pointed the knife at you. You're like, do it. I lived long enough. I didn't really understand what he was trying to tell me, so I paused for a moment to ponder over it. Is he saying he'd kill such a person? I suppose a human life is only worth so much to you. Do you mean to tell me something? He never changed his expression, no matter what I said. His beastly gold eyes were cold, with no hint of joy or happiness. Which is why I couldn't hold back my irritation. Have you ever thought about the executions done to the Hazushi? Is your sudden interest a result of learning new information from the outside? Answer the question! Jigen and I are in favor of abolishing the rule. Huh? Yeah, like they're in favor. It's Shura who is not. But Shura and the leaders of the secondary classes do not agree. Okay, so they're kind of outnumbered there. And maybe some of the nobles within their own color class might also be against them. But like, in the end, they do have the final say. Shura is not a foolish woman, but her favoritism of the blue often twists her otherwise sane decisions. This also applies to the other leaders. Of course, it could also be an indisputable law of nature to those who are born on this island. As outsiders, Jigen and I cannot fathom their attachment to such a rule. Elder Sister Shura and the other leaders. I leaned against the bookshelf, feeling my strength leave me. Doma simply looked at me and walked away. Okay. Elder Sister Shura? The leader of the Blue is against its abolishment. Is she gonna be the enemy? I suppose it's to preserve her color class. I couldn't say I blame her, but then in like the same stroke, like, isn't she like for elevating women, but like the Hazushi role like quite easily cuts down women? In the eyes of those on this island, she was acting in accordance with the law, maybe also appeasing her class, maybe like her fellow nobles. Which is why despair began to slowly gnaw away at me. As you can see, I am of the blue. It is my duty to preserve my color. Am I being foolish for trying to change things? White is such a beautiful color. Your hair must be soft. I still see some tangles. That's right, let me use my comb. I slowly touched my hair. But it didn't feel the same as when he did it. We're friends. That was supposed to be a wonderful thing. But I just felt a heavy pain deep in my chest. Alright. Being a friend. This is gonna, now our quest to try to get out of the friend zone. Alright. Poor Byakuya. Yeah. It doesn't mean it that way. He's not friend zoning you. He just needs the excuse to stay close to you. Alright, we're down in Yomi. We will have to find out who is talking to us in the next episode, though. Alright, another long chapter. I hope you guys had a fun and relaxing time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.